Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We're going to continue working on our Superbird here, or whatever they call it. I always forget what they call it. Tempest Magnum Flat Face Proto. Good lord, I can't talk already. I was just kind of reminding myself really what we had done last time. It's been a minute, so looks like we fixed whatever was wrong with the engine. We need to go ahead and fill it with oil. And then, did we get all of these? Just take a quick peek and make sure that we did. Alright, so we got all those. Okay, so knock coming from a suspension. Controlling car feels loose. Running gear. Gearbox. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the gearbox now so that we can do some testing to figure out what's wrong with our suspension. I did do a little bit of different story missions and stuff off camera just to try to get up to level 30 like I was telling you about before. So if you see some unfamiliar, money in the bank or level up or anything like that, that's kind of why. Also, I didn't look, but I probably have a ton of parts in my inventory that I didn't think to look at what that gearbox was at. I probably have a ton of parts in my inventory that don't make sense to. Wait a minute, this is all new. What am I doing? Sure, obviously. I'll get that throwout bearing. Okay, now let's go ahead and from our inventory. Yeah, I figured we have a bunch of stuff from some other cars we were working on. Transmission. It's not that bad. So, isn't that one of the things they said? Gearbox control. Gearbox control. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I already did it, for crying out loud. I need to pay better attention. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Alright, get my head out of my butt. Get all this button back up. Get that, put it back on, get our drive shaft back on. And then we'll go to the path test and see what's going on over there. Alright. Move car. Test path. Oh, of course. We needed to do that anyway, so that's no big deal. I don't know if I've ever showed the actual process of filling an engine with oil. It's super simple. You just go to your plug, your fill plug, basically hit A or whatever button it is for you and hold it until the jug kind of levels itself out. Right there. And then you're done. That's it. And what I like to do as a sanity check is find the dipstick and just kind of check it anyway. Alright, so you're good to go. Alright, now let's try moving it to the test path. Cool. The test path, this took me a little bit to figure out actually the first time it's in here. Yes. So you'll hit accelerate and then brakes. And then that'll kind of tell you where you're at with brakes. Then hit accelerate again, put your back wheels on the brake test me thingy. And that tells you where your back brakes are. Pull up for your front suspension test. You don't have to hold any buttons for this. Alright, so our front suspension on the right is a little goofy on the side. Ooh, okay. So that kind of gives you an idea of what it caught anyway, so. Alright, let's go ahead and move this back to car lifter A, I believe it was. We'll go back out here, pick it back up. Actually, let's see if that's everything. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Ah, crud, that's not everything. Well, goodness, it's not even close to everything. What in the world? It didn't test anything. Well, so for this car, that wasn't a very good test, apparently. But Oh well. First things first, we'll start ripping apart this rear and see what's going on in here. Nothing obvious so far. If there is anything wrong, generally it's super coated in rust. Like for example, look at how clean this rear shock is, and then look at this one. It's all goofed up. So that tells me that that shock is pretty messed up. I think I'm tearing apart the wrong side of the car, to be honest with you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What am I doing? Sometimes I just get to tearing things apart and I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing. 14, so yeah, that E-bolt was toast. And one thing I always do too is go ahead and take... That one looks really good, and it was, so you can go ahead and put it back. And the reason I put it back is so that if one of them is wrong or whatever, messed up, then I don't have to spend a bunch of time searching for it. I already know which one it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that one's fine also. No big deal. Alright, what about... Oh no, it's all run. It said it was running fine, so we shouldn't have to fiddle with that. Come on. How many times can I make the same mistake, right? Get this. Yeah, so everything in here is okay, actually. What about this guy? 62, so it's okay, but it looks to me like this leaf spring itself is goofed up, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that bushing out, because I'll end up taking it back out anyway. Now we'll go back to this bushing. It looks okay too, we'll see. 72, so yeah, it's okay. And the shock. Oh, it looks like I am going to have to go ahead and take apart this whole thing, because this knuckle housing is kind of weird. I didn't know the name of it, that's why I had to highlight over it. Get this axle pulled out. This little cover thing. And this. Okay, so since we know that one was weird, let's check this one. Yeah, see, this one's not as rusty, so it's probably okay. Alright, we're getting closer. That's knocking sound coming from suspension. I'm guessing that's all front stuff. Okay. So yeah, a lot of this is going to get knocked out straight away just by this. So we'll go ahead and use our little trick of highlighting everything. I don't know if that's really a trick, it's just a feature. Alright, and we'll get that stuff going after we go and see if we can repair some of that stuff real quick. Don't need to repair any of that stuff, so I guess we'll not worry about it. Whoa, 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 got to spinning a little faster. Sorry about that. Rear knuckle housing B. Knuck. Rear axle knuckle housing B. I think we only need one of them because, yeah, we said the other side was alright. So. Come on. And that's okay. Don't have to worry about that. Oh, I know that we're going to have a shock here. Rear B. I'm really disappointed that I wasn't able to fix any of these leaf spring U-bolts. Ah, darn it, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Do we need 4? We'll just get them, I don't remember. Take out our mistake. Get this guy back in. Now I can't remember. I think we were okay on these, right? I don't know. Last one. That guy. Now the tedious part, which is all of this stuff. So it looks like I should have bought one of those. 2 of those, potentially. These are relatively inexpensive, so sometimes it just makes sense to just go ahead and buy these little things just to not have to think about it anymore. So the rear suspension on this car in particular is super simple, so it's pretty fast compared to like independent rears or something like that. Now they're not saying that this wheel is goofed up, is it? No, I don't think so. That can also kind of trip you up a little bit if you have a wheel that's messed up, because you'll like look at it and you're like, no way, it's on 50% or whatever, but then it's actually not the, you have to split the wheel from the tire in order to see what's wrong, if that makes sense. Alright, and I think we already put those bushings back in, so get these brakes and this axle and all that good stuff. My goodness. Brake shoe, and brake drum, and wheel. Alright, now that should have knocked out all of the stuff that I just highlighted. Yeah. Excellent. Alright. So, what we're going to do now, kind of, is move to the front. Probably, well, I don't know if I want to do this right now or not, but we'll just take a peek and see if we can kind of see how nasty all this stuff looks. Yeah, see, there's nothing like super obvious. This leaping out at me is wrong, so boy, I think we're gonna wait, mostly just because I don't want to like get into something and then be super like involved, and we're at 50 minutes and it's like, well, crap. Alright, so I think we're gonna go ahead and be done with that today, actually. So let's take a peek just for fun at the interior, just because I don't, oh, we can't while it's on here, but yeah, we can't do that, but we can kind of look through the window. Oh, we could, I guess we could look at my project I was working on. It's kind of like a Chevelle or a Malibu or something, I think. It doesn't even have a door on this side. I didn't even notice that. Oh, that's funny. Bolt Hellcat, I guess. Who knew? I don't know. I don't really get too picky on it. I just kind of pick one to do, and that allows me to make a little money and level up my level, derp. Anyway, alright, I think that's going to probably wrap it up for today. I appreciate everybody coming and watching, and let me know what you want to see in the future, if you're enjoying car mechanic or if you want to move on to something else. So, if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas.